It's the news Chiefs fans have been waiting for. We have a big update to get to on Marquise Hollywood Brown coming up on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Before we get to that, though, folks, we have a sub-battle going on this week between our channel as well as the Browns Report, hosted by Matthew Peterson. And we are a little bit behind, but there's still plenty of time to catch up to the Browns Report. We don't want to just beat them on the football field, but we want to beat them off the football field as well. Show why we have the best fans in the National Football League. Sub for dubs for daily Kansas City Chiefs news and rumors, live shows, watch parties, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, and more. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/ChiefsTV, and we'll get started with today's show. The Athletic's Nate Taylor was on the Weird Games podcast, part of the KC Sports Network, and provided a big update on Hollywood Brown. That was some news that, man, long time coming, right? According to Nate Taylor, Hollywood Brown's season started on Sunday. He said this: "Are we ready? Some guys were in commemorative T-shirts and hats in honor of a 9th straight AFC West Division crown. Hollywood Brown's season started on Sunday. And the reason I say that is he's expected to be practicing this week." This is big, folks. We have been waiting for this for a very long time. I was excited from the day he signed, and then going through training camp, and then you had that preseason game against the Jags where he got banged up, and initially it was reported that he would be out for a few weeks, and then he had a setback. They had to have surgery, and the talk was that he would be back in time for the postseason. And I think if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, the hope is that you get something similar to what we saw out of Sammy Watkins for several years when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs, where Sammy Watkins wasn't always available when it came to the regular season. He struggled with injuries. But when push came to shove, when it was playoff time, Sammy Watkins made some incredible plays and was a huge difference maker, and a big reason why the Chiefs won that first Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers was the impact that Sammy Watkins put together. I think what you're hoping for the Chiefs with Hollywood Brown is, hey, look, we understand he's been banged up and hasn't been available this season, but let's see him turn it on when it matters and be that difference maker for this Chiefs offense. If he can do what Sammy did, then I think Chiefs fans will be thrilled with that performance. Not saying their styles of play, but just the level of impact of being that guy that is ready to go when it matters in those moments. That would go a long ways for me. And I think Sammy, for example, he was so good in his run in those playoff performances that this is going to be a guy that might go in the Ring of Honor someday in Kansas City. That's how meaningful he was to this Chiefs team. So if Hollywood Brown could do something like that, by all means, that'd be huge and would be worth what you're paying him with the money that he's going to make this year, Hollywood Brown. Dr. David Chow, Pro Football Doc, he provided this update after a video was posted of Marquise Brown in workouts just a few days ago. He said, "I do think Marquise Brown can return. It's a matter of when he will get the okay." So if you ask, how much does it surprise he could catch one-handed passes from a jugs machine now, I'd say to you, I'd be surprised if he couldn't. So then, when? When will we see Hollywood Brown? Well, NFL Media's Ian Rappaport a few weeks ago reported that if all goes as well it has been, he could even play in week 16 or 17. So you're looking at a potential return as early as Christmas, which would be the best Christmas present that Chiefs fans could potentially hope for. And there's a possibility that the Chiefs could have home field advantage wrapped up before Christmas and be resting their starters. So Hollywood could be actually returning to the football field with the second teamers by then and might not actually get to play with Patrick Mahomes till the divisional round. That's certainly possible at this point in time. We shall see. Are you excited about Marquise Brown's return to the football field? Weigh in, let us know. Y for yes, in for no. I'm thrilled. I'm spamming Y for yes. What do you guys think? Weigh in, let us know in the comments section. Today's show is sponsored by Public Rec, and I got the pants on. Let's see if I can lift up There it is. You get the idea. Public Rec, I got to tell you, I love these pants. They got great shirts and all, too, folks. Let's be real, guys. Wearing nice pants sucks. Who decided that stiff, uncomfortable fabric squeezing your family jewels was the key to looking sharp? Well, here's an early holiday gift from me to you. Those days are finally over. Public Rec's Daymaker pants are here to make sure you stay comfy and classy this season. They feel like your favorite sweats, but they look like tailored pants. Yup, super stretchy with an elastic waistband so you can rock them anywhere. Whether you're kicking back with holiday movies, making your way through leftovers, or watching bowl games with the boys, these pants have you covered. Heck, they'll even keep you looking sharp for that awkward holiday party with your in-laws. Give the gift of comfort to yourself or someone you love this holiday season with Public Rec's Daymaker pants. And for a limited time, you can get 20% off your entire order with code CHAT20 at publicrec.com. That's 20% off when you use promo code CHAT20 at publicrec.com. I got to tell you, I love the pants. I love the shirts. It's been extremely comfortable. They look good. And if you're looking for a gift for your dad, your brother, uncle, cousin, whoever it may be, you got to set them up with Public Rec this holiday season, folks. Public Rec not only has the most comfortable pants ever made, they have a huge selection of high-quality everyday basics. You can revamp your entire wardrobe with their perfect-fitting polos, shorts, and hoodies. Stop suffering in regular pants and give the gift of comfort this holiday season. For a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off when you use code CHAT20 at checkout. That's 20% off with code CHAT20 at publicrec.com. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Say goodbye to pants that put up a fight, because with comfort meets style, you found Public Rec. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. More on Hollywood Brown. What exactly are the Kansas City Chiefs getting with the return of Hollywood Brown? The former first-round pick out of Oklahoma previously played for the Cardinals and the Rams, and he's been pretty consistent throughout his career. Hollywood's never been a superstar receiver, but that's not what the Chiefs necessarily are looking for. They just need a consistent receiver, and he's done that 3 seasons with at least 58 catches, 700-plus receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns. And it's no secret when you look at Kansas City's situation that they need all the help that they can get at this point, with wide receivers dropping like flies, starting with Hollywood. Then you lost Rashee Rice in, what was that, week 4 for the entire season. You have McCole Hardman going to IR recently. Juju was banged up there for a bit. I mean, it's one after another, right? Well, for the Chiefs, this is a next man up approach. Getting Hollywood Brown back into this fold here is another body. But it's not just any other body, because let's say that when he gets back to full strength and is fully acclimated into this Chiefs offense, he belongs right there with the rest of them here. With D-Hop, Juju, Xavier Worthy, there is no reason to think that a healthy Hollywood Brown cannot be a quality contributor and be a key piece to this group. All of a sudden, this Chiefs receiving core that has had so many question marks this season, that has been one of the weaknesses of this Chiefs offense. You add Hollywood Brown here, and it becomes a position of strength overnight. Now, with Hollywood Brown, everybody knows about his speed and the vertical threat that he's been his entire career, dating all the way back to his days at OU. That's what comes to mind first. But Hollywood Brown thinks that he can add more than just being a deep passing threat. He said in the offseason, when asked about his role in the Chiefs offense, that he feels he can do more than just that. I feel like I can affect all 3 levels of the game, short, intermediate, and deep. I feel like at times in Baltimore and in Arizona, I showed facets of things that I can do, not on a consistent basis. So I feel here guys are interchangeable. We can complement each other, and that way the best can come out of everyone. You look at the numbers for Hollywood Brown, and he had a bit of a drop-off in Arizona the last 2 seasons, but I'll say this, give him the benefit of the doubt, that offense was just a mess over the last 2 years with Kyler Murray getting banged up and some incompetent coaching, among other things here. The last time he was in a good situation in Baltimore, playing with Lamar Jackson, in an offense that doesn't even really like to throw the football that much. He had 91 catches for 1,000 yards, So he's shown that he's capable of getting the job done. And I'll continue to stress this. When it comes to this Kansas City Chiefs team in this situation, what do we hear time and time again from the haters and the losers and the naysayers and all this? That this Chiefs team is the worst 12-1 team I've ever seen. They have first-round exit written all over them. Well, newsflash, folks. You got Hollywood in the mix. You got Isaiah Pacheco back. You got Charles Omenihu back. DeAndre Hopkins is starting to get in his bag a bit, too. I have every reason to think that the best is yet to come for this Kansas City Chiefs team. They're sitting pretty at 12-1. They're on track to get home field advantage, and they continue to find ways to win time after time, time after time. And you go forward with this, all right? They're not going to play any worse than what they've done in that 13-game stretch. They're only going to improve from here. And this team has shown over the years that they know when to turn it on when it matters. So I am of the belief that not only are the Chiefs the best football team in the league, but they're going to get better, folks. If you thought this team, as is, was already the team to beat, it's a dangerous predicament for everybody else because they're going to get better from here. Will Marquise Brown be a difference maker for Kansas City? I think he will. What do you think? Type B for believe, D for don't. Weigh in, let us know. For continuing Chiefs coverage, subscribe now to the Kansas City Chiefs Report. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.